Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really fun one because I'm going to go through all my Amazon purchases of 2024. I did something like this for Lycra, but obviously there was way more stuff because I usually tend to buy more beauty stuff than other things. But it's not like I don't buy beauty things on Amazon or a lot of other things on Amazon obviously that I end up buying. So I thought it will be a really fun one to do like an Amazon version of the same video and tell you all the things and also in total how much money did I spend on Amazon in 2024. So let's dive right into it. I have my orders of Amazon pulled up. I'm just gonna start recording. Okay, so I just realized that there are 2 pages worth, so maybe I should go back. Oh, I thought there was way less stuff, but actually there is more. Okay, so the first thing that I bought in 2024 was on 6th of February 2024. I spent around 1100-ish rupees buying a bike stand basically to put your phone and a tripod as well. Now the tripod that I bought was for me, and it's a shame to say that I've actually not used this tripod a ton. I thought it would be better than like a regular tripod which I've already owned in the past, but because it's like a flexible one, I feel like I can never get it right. All the legs don't always balance. This is definitely better for vlogging, which I've tried using it for, but a lot of times when I'm vlogging I just tend to hold my phone myself and vlog that way versus using a tripod to vlog. So this hasn't been very useful in that sense, but yes, in the future if I plan to continue vlogging, I can always have this on hand and use it. Now the bike stand which I bought was actually a gift, so that one I feel like is pretty usable. I know the friend who I gave this to has been using it a lot, so yeah, definitely a great thing that I bought. Now the next 3 things that I ended up buying were actually for my dad. So 2 polo t-shirts and 1 track pant. This I bought on 10th of February and I spent about 900 rupees on it. So that was actually pretty good if you think about it, and I still know that a year later he still wears these like to lounge around the house at home as his at-home wear, sleepwear, etc. He's using these a ton and they were really good quality actually. So if you want me to link them down below, I will link them. They are not Amazon affiliate links. They are just regular Amazon links. I'm not an Amazon affiliate, in case you were curious about that. Not that it's a bad thing, but I just wanted to mention it, that you using those links and making purchases is not going to help me in any way, shape or form, but it'll just be helpful for you in case you want to check these out. So those are the 3 things that I bought and they were definitely worth it. Okay, there's also a 4th thing. I think this one came separately. So basically I bought 2 trousers and 2 polo t-shirts. Okay, now moving on to the next, I bought 2 bottles of Hershey's caramel syrup and an LA Shield Probiotic Moisturizer. This I ordered on the 9th of April 2024. Spent about 700-ish rupees on these 3 items. Now the LA Shield Moisturizer, I have already spoken about how I'm not a big fan of it, and I bought it to try it out because I'd seen a ton of ads on it and I just thought, okay, let's try it out. It looked decent, but after using it up completely, it was not my favorite. Even though it's not a bad product, it was just a meh product. The Hershey's caramel syrups I purchased because I actually put caramel syrup in my cold coffee every single day, and I have been using the Hershey's caramel syrups for years now, I want to say. So whenever I do end up buying them, either I go to a store where I can buy the caramel syrup, or I buy it online. Both work. It's more or less the same price both ways, but a lot of times the stores don't stock caramel syrup, so it makes sense to buy it online. And that is that basically. Okay, now let's move to page 2, or rather I should say page 1, to share with you the rest of my purchases. Okay, now on April 9th 2024, I also bought 2 more things which are from Mapro. Now I visited I have visited the Mapro garden, which is in Mahabaleshwar, a couple of times, and they have a huge Mapro store over there where you can buy their stuff. But last time when we visited there, we ended up buying these 2 things, which was the Mosambi sharbat and the green apple sharbat. Now these are basically like concentrates that you mix in with water, or even with other things you can mix it and prepare a drink for yourself. And these 2 I was absolutely obsessed with. So after I went through whatever I bought in Mapro, which was I think a couple of years ago now, I decided to repurchase these, and they were absolutely amazing. I have actually used up both of these, and I do plan to repurchase the Mosambi one. I'm just waiting for like winter to be done, because usually I don't drink these beverages in the winter time, so it doesn't make sense. Once winter is over and we are back in summer, I'm definitely going to purchase the Mosambi one again. And I also want to try out a couple of more different syrups from Mapro and from other brands as well. I know there are a couple of other brands, like there's Mala as well. I have some in my wish list which I have checked out. There, I think there is a pina colada syrup which I want to get. There is a grape syrup which I want to get. There are a couple of different variants that I want to get. So that's that. Then on 23rd of May, I bought this mug from the Earth store. It was a really pretty like black marble-ish kind of a print, if you can see on it, and I bought that because it looked really good and I wanted a new coffee mug, so that's why I bought this. Along with that, I also bought the Zone caramel syrup. Now, like you saw earlier, I have been buying Hershey's caramel syrup for a long time, but usually the quantity you get is much lesser, and you kind of go through it also, I wouldn't say pretty quickly, but like a month, a little bit more than a month maybe. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, it is kind of the same price, you get more quantity, and let's just try it out and see what it's like. So I bought it, and it's actually a way better bang for your buck because it lasts a very long time. Since there is more quantity and it's kind of the same price, you end up having like one bottle will last you way longer. I'm currently using one, and I'm trying to measure how many uses I get out of one bottle, and it lasts, I want to say, over 2 months. So that can be a real money saver, and highly recommended. Now I also bought a travel adapter. This was in June, quite early technically if you think about it, because I was traveling in September, but I ended up buying this travel adapter for my US trip basically, and obviously it was very useful in the US trip, and I still have it. And if we do end up going back, and this is not just going to be working if we go to the US, it's also going to work if we travel anywhere in Europe, UK, Australia, etc. as well. So this is going to be very handy for any international trips that we end up planning in the future. So I'll definitely be taking this with me as well. Already I'm noticing that a lot of my purchases that I'm making on Amazon are way more useful, I would say, as compared to so I'm having more hits than flops basically on Amazon, as compared to if you compare it to my earlier Nykaa video. Anyway, moving on, next I got this I want to say, like, I was going to say chappal, but yeah, sandal for the rainy season. And like you can see, this is something I ended up returning as well, because I think the size didn't fit, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I ended up returning that. Now you can also see I repurchased the same mug again. This is because our maid broke the first one and I loved it so much that I ended up buying a new one. So that was kind of wasteful, but it's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. I also repurchased the caramel syrup again. So the first one that I bought was in May, and the next one was in July. So I bought a backup within 2 months, but my second bottle actually lasted way longer. So I bought the backup very early because मुझे लगा कि खत्म हो जाएगा, but it actually lasted for way longer than that. So clearly you don't need to buy backups very quickly. I also bought another pair of sandals. So I bought 2 pair of rainy sandals. Both ended up going back. So that tells you that those were kind of flops. But since I got my money back, I don't mind at all. Then on 8th August 2024, I bought two different types of packing cubes. Now, I've already told you these packing cubes were an absolute favorite and I loved them. You saw them in my non-beauty favorites of 2024 as well, and these were also for the US trip obviously, but so worth it. And yeah, I'm still using them to this day, by the way, for other things, even though I'm not actively traveling. Then on 13th August, I bought this phone grip basically, which I'm also using, not very actively, but I'm still using it. And while I'm not a fan of the fact that you have to buy 4 at a time, I wish that was not the case and there was no minimum order quantity on it, but yeah, it's still helpful and useful and I don't regret buying it. Then I bought a Parachute body lotion on 18th October, so basically a while after my previous purchases. I think clearly there was no order placed in September because I was not even here for the entire month, so clearly I didn't make any purchases in that month. But this body lotion was recommended to me by a subscriber actually, so I'm really sorry that it didn't become a favorite, but it was okay. It was not bad, it was not good, it was kind of like a okayish product. Then again in October, I ended up repurchasing the caramel syrup again, and that is the one that I'm pretty sure I'm using currently. I also repurchased, and the reason I'm saying repurchase is because I had these sunglasses earlier. They are from Lenskart. I bought them in 2020, and then last year I kind of broke them on accident. I don't actually remember what happened to them, but I do know that I ended up like breaking mine. So I ended up repurchasing it because this particular style I feel like looks really good on me, and I really like this pair, and it was way cheaper on Amazon as compared to what I remember spending in Lenskart in a store. In Lenskart, I think I ended up spending like 2k, and this one was like 600-700 rupees or something, so very cheap and so worth it obviously, because it's basically a repurchase. It's a style which I know and love. Then I also ended up buying this wallet, which I also mentioned in my Amazon favorites video, so you guys know that I really love this, and it's what I'm currently using as my wallet. And yeah, it's very small, handy, serves the purpose perfectly, fits everything that I need. And the best part about this is I feel like when I had bigger wallets, there were way too many receipts which didn't have any purpose, that I used to just stuff in my wallet because there was space and I thought I should keep those receipts. But now that I have a much smaller wallet, I don't have as much space to stuff this kind of things in there, and I feel like that's why I ended up throwing my receipts which I don't actually need. I just end up keeping them for some reason. So all of that stuff I feel like now just gets thrown away, which is perfect. Post that, I didn't make any purchases, which was great. The only two things that you see after that which are added in here are my Kindle Unlimited subscriptions. Now, I've been reading a lot of books on Kindle Unlimited, and I definitely think that this membership, you can see 2 over here, but I also I'm still using it, so there is also one on January 1st January, and again, so worth it. Yeah, I think the first one is not a purchase because it was my free trial for a month. Loved it so much that I ended up just sticking to it, and now I pay like 169 rupees every month for it. But so freaking worth it, because I'm reading so many more books now than I was before because of my Kindle, oh god, I can't talk, because of my Kindle Unlimited subscriptions. So totally worth it. Now I will tell you how much I spent in total on all of my orders, but what I have to say is that overall I feel like my Amazon shopping history is so much better than my Nykaa shopping history, because I feel like all the things that I buy on Amazon are actually things that I want. They have a purpose. I end up buying gifts more on Amazon. I feel like even apart from 2024, I feel like before that also there is a ton of stuff that I have bought on Amazon which are gifts and which I feel like are very useful. Like, how do I put it, with gifts specifically, I feel like you cannot always find the right thing when you go to shop in store, and that is why it makes way more sense when you find those things online, you buy those things online. They're also easy where you can just deliver it to the person's house who you're gifting it to. Like, even as we speak. And as I'm filming this video, my nephew's birthday is tomorrow, and we bought his gift on Amazon, and it's going to get delivered to his house directly. So I mean, I'm not trying to promote shopping on Amazon in any way, shape or form, but I just find it so much more convenient. And yes, if you have a shopping problem where you tend to you know, have like a shopping addiction of sorts, I feel like I have it only for beauty. I don't have it for other, you know, kind of things. So I think it's kind of personal as well, depending on the kind of person you are. And if you have a shopping problem, then Amazon can also be kind of addictive. So I'm not saying that there are not cons to it. There are definitely cons to like, if you have a shopping problem, then you're going to end up spending way more money than you actually need to. So that is something I completely acknowledge and understand. But for me personally, in my experience, I feel like I am doing really good shopping on Amazon versus shopping other places. And yeah, I am looking forward to doing a video like this, maybe even at the end of 2025, basically, to see how much money I spent in 2025 on Amazon versus 2024. I feel like after this specific video, I'll be more inclined to buy on Amazon, which could definitely be a bad thing. Acha, when I'm doing my total, I'm going to subtract the things that I got refunded for. Like for example, those 2 shoes, I think that's the only thing I got refunded for. So that amount I will definitely subtract, because even though I spent that money, but I also got the money back. So it would only be fair that I subtract that money. But as I'm doing this total, I feel like if I compare the number of things that I'm buying from Amazon versus, I mean, there are also many repurchases, right? So I don't know if I should count those repurchases or not. But yeah, the amount is still adding up. Fun times, you guys, fun times. I'm already at like 8,000 in my total, and I feel like it's definitely going to be more than 10,000 maybe. Okay, let's add the last thing. Yeah, it's very close to 10,000. Okay, should I add my subscriptions? I don't think I should, right? So if I don't add my subscriptions, I'm at 9,509. So 9,509 is how much I've actually spent on all the things that I bought in the 14 orders. Actually not 14, it should be 12 maybe, because 2 of those orders are my subscriptions, my Kindle Unlimited subscriptions. And then if I add the subscription, I will still be close to 10,000, but not really. It's around 9,680 if I add the subscription as well. So yeah, I feel like I did better, obviously, but I also didn't buy as much stuff that I bought on Nykaa. And I feel like my average order quantity, sorry, not average order quantity, but average order price would be much lower on Nykaa, because I bought more things and my total was still like 20,000 plus, versus here my average order price is almost like 1,000 bucks, close to it. So yeah, but I still feel way better. I don't know, for some reason, if I look at my Amazon purchases versus my Nykaa purchases. So that was fun to analyze. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video too, and what your thoughts are. But that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to continue doing these videos in 2025 as well, where I analyze all my orders and purchases from like the past year or past 6 months, etc. And also if you want me to maybe share with you like individual brand websites as well, where I do a ton of shopping, like maybe we can do Dermaco, we can do Plum, we can do maybe even Aqualogica. Which other individual brand websites do I buy a lot from? I should think about that. But let me know if you want me to do more such videos, or maybe you're not finding it as fun. Maybe let me know your genuine honest thoughts down below. I just filmed a video not that long ago, which is going to be a chatty get ready with me, and that's going to be posted after this one. So in that I'm going to talk more about how my channel is probably going to change in 2025 in terms of the content that I do. So stay tuned for that video. You will get to know more of my detailed thoughts over there. I'm not going to talk too much about that here, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye. Bye bye.